Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe. So we have completed the line-by-line explanation of the poem The Power of Music by Sukumar Ray. So now we are going to solve 40 MCQs from that poem. So if you haven't watched my line-by-line explanation, please have a look at that video and then return to this one, because unless and until you know the meaning, the allegorical meaning of the poem, you will not be able to answer the questions. So are you ready? For every question, you will get 10 seconds time to think, and that will exclude the reading time. So let's start. Number 1. The poem was originally composed in dash. Option A, Hindi language. Option B, Bengali language. Option C, English language. Or option D, African language. Correct. Sukumar Ray wrote this poem initially in Bengali language. Number 2. The poem was published in a collection called Dash. Option A, Birds of Passage. Option B, The New Monthly Magazine. Option C, Abol Tabol. Or option D, Sandesh. Yes, it was published in Abol Tabol. Sandesh is also a collection by Sukumar Ray, but it is a collection of short stories. Now coming to the third question. The poem is used to create humor using dash. Option A, personification. Option B, antithesis. Option C, anaphora. Or option D, hyperbole. Here we are talking about the surface level of the poem. So that is why the poem has used hyperbole to create humor. What is a hyperbole? Hyperbole is a literary device where you exaggerate things. Now number 4. The poem is written in dash verse. Option A, nonsense. Option B, peculiar. Option C, weird. Or option D, unusual. Correct. Sukumar Ray's poem were written in nonsense verse. Nonsense verse for children. Number 5. The poem follows the genre of a or an dash. Option A, allegory. Option B, social satire. Option C, parody. Or option D, all the above. So you must have seen my previous video in order to answer all this. You must know what is an allegory, a satire, a parody. Only then you will be able to answer this question. So this poem follows the genre of all the above. It is an allegory, a social satire, and a parody. So, in order to understand what these three terms mean, you need to have a look at the explanation video. Now, number 6. An allegory is a poem with multiple dash. Option A, questions. Option B, stanzas. Option C, meanings. Or option D, publication. Very good. An allegory is a poem with multiple meanings. So this poem also has two meanings. A surface meaning, that is implicit and explicit meaning. Now number 7. The poem satirizes dash century colonized India. Option A, 18th. Option B, 19th. Option C, 20th. Or option D, 21st. Very good. It is 20th century colonized India. Colonized by who? By the Britishers. Now number 8. The title of the poem, The Power of Music, is a dash. Option A, metaphor. Option B, simile. Option C, alliteration. Or option D, oxymoron. Holy, you are really good at quiz. The title of the poem is a metaphor. Now number 9. Bhishmalochan Sharma sang during the dash season. Option A, summer. Option B, winter. Option C, autumn. Or option D, springtime. This is very easy. Yes, he sang during the summer season. The season for mangoes, the season for lychees. Now number 10. Here the hums is an example of dash. Option A, simile. Option B, anaphora. Option C, personification. Or option D, alliteration. Correct. It is an alliteration because ears and hums, they both begin with the letter H. Now number 11. Bhishmalochan Sharma is a metaphor for dash. Option A, colonized Indians. Option B, colonized Britishers. Option C, the British Raj. Or option D, the freedom fighters. Correct. The Bhishmalochan Sharma is a metaphor for the British Raj. Number 12. The British rule extended from Delhi to dash. Option A, Myanmar. Option B, West Bengal. Option C, Karnataka. Or option D, Arunachal Pradesh. Yes, it is indeed Myanmar. The British rule extended from Delhi to Myanmar. Now number 13. Myanmar was earlier known as dash. Option A, Tibet. Option B, Nepal. Option C, Burma. Or option D, Bangladesh. Yes, it is Burma. So the hums could be heard from Delhi to Burma, remember? So Myanmar was earlier known as Burma. Number 14. Strain of the song symbolizes the dash of the Britishers. Option A, commands. Option B, begging. Option C, complain. Or option D, grumble. Very good. Strain of the song symbolizes the commands, the orders of the Britishers. Number 15. Hell-bent is a synonym for dash. Option A, unconcerned. Option B, devil-like. Option C, resolute. Or option D, evil-doing. Now this is very, very important because the entire poem tells us about the hell-bent Britishers. The hell-bent song of Bhishma Lochan Sharma. So what is the answer? Hell-bent is a synonym for resolute. It is a synonym for the determination of the Britishers. How obsessive they were about their commands, their orders. Just like Bhishma Lochan was obsessed with his song. Now number 16. Rout means dash. Option A, rotten. Option B, weak. Option C, lifeless. Or option D, chase. I have discussed all these in my explanation. So the answer is rout means chase. Number 17. The people were dash in the panic chase. Option A, happy. Option B, stampede. Option C, shocked. Or option D, confounded. So what happened to the people when they were in the panic chase? Yes, they were trampled, they were stampeded, they were crushed. Number 18. Near our end signifies near our dash. Option A, houses. Option B, bullock carts. Option C, death. Or option D, mighty mansions. I am sure you can answer this. This is easy. So near our end signifies near our death. Now coming to question number 19. On the corners of the road lined the dash. Option A, bullock carts. Option B, horses. Option C, billy goat. Or option D, the wretched Indians. Say, quickly. So on the corners of the road lined the horses. Now the 20th question. Booming out means to dash. Option A, beg. Option B, plead. Option C, shout. Or option D, dislike. Booming out, booming out. Boom out the answer. Yes, booming out means to shout. Now the 21st question. Broadside refers to Bhishma Lochan's dash attack. Option A, unheard. Option B, undisturbed. Option C, silent. Or option D, verbal. What sort of attack did Bhishma Lochan do? Yes, you are right again. It was a verbal attack. Now number 22. Metaphorically, with feet in air indicates dash. Option A, revolt. Option B, patience. Option C, collapse. Or option D, winging. I know my bright children can answer them all. See, you are correct again. So metaphorically, with feet in air indicates revolt. Number 23. The wretched brutes are a metaphor for dash. Option A, colonized Indians. Option B, colonized Britishers. Option C, the British Raj. Or option D, the freedom fighters. So who are the wretched brutes? The unhappy ones. Yes, the colonized Indians are wretched. They are the wretched brutes. Now coming to question number 24. The term dash is synonym for confused. Option A, blare. Option B, resent. Option C, confounded. And option D, turn turtle. So you must know the meaning of the terms also when you are studying any piece of literature. So the term confounded is a synonym for confused. Blare means loud noise. Resent means when you dislike something. And turn turtle means when anything is turned upside down. Next question, number 25. Search for silence is an example of dash. Option A, allusion. Option B, alliteration. Option C, anaphora. Or option D, transferred epithet. Correct. Search for silence is an example of alliteration. Search and silence both begin with the letter S. That is why it is an alliteration. Now number 26. The dash were in frantic search for silence. Option A, trees. Option B, fishes. Option C, mansions. Or option D, birds. This is again a very easy one. The fishes were in frantic search for silence. Remember what were the fishes doing? They were diving. They were sinking inside the lake. Number 27. The collapsing of the trees could be heard from dash distance. Option A, 1 mile. Option B, 2 miles. Option C, 3 miles. Option D, 4 miles. Correct. It is a mile. So, the answer is 1 mile. Next question. Feathered fly and turned turtle are examples of dash. Option A, antithesis. Option B, personification. Option C, visual imagery. Or option D, alliteration. Come on. Hurry. Yes, it is an example of an alliteration because see, feathered fly begins with the letter FF and same for turtle, turned turtle, both begin with the letter TT. Now coming to the question number 29. Like the birds, the dash had turned turtle earlier. Option A, trees. Option B, fishes. Option C, bullock carts. Option D, horses. Oh, you are too good at quiz. Like the birds, the bullock carts had turned turtle earlier. Remember, the bullock carts were overturned and the horses, they were lining in the corners of the street. So the answer is bullock carts. Now question number 30. The overturned birds denote the loss of dash. Option A, singing. Option B, swimming. Option C, shaking. Option D, freedom. Yes, it is indeed freedom. Because birds, you know, as I told you in my explanation, birds refer to freedom. And the birds, they have been overturned. So the freedom has been taken. Now coming to the countdown questions. Question number 31. Welkin weeps is an example of dash. Option A, alliteration. Option B, antithesis. Option C, personification. Or option D, both A and C. That is alliteration and personification. So quickly say, what will the answer be? Quick. Yes, Welkin weeps is an example of an alliteration as well as a personification. Alliteration because both the words begin with the letter W, and personification because you are giving human-like qualities to the welkin. Now number 32. The term welkin means dash. Option A, roadside. Option B, hills. Option C, sky. Or option D, the plains. Correct. The term welkin means the sky. Now number 33. The welkin weeps indicates dash. Option A, freedom. Option B, collapse. Option C, rain. Option D, thunder. Yes, it is rain because welkin means sky and the sky is weeping in form of rain. Now number 34. Mighty mansions and golden gift are examples of dash. Option A, anaphora. Option B, alliteration. Option C, personification. Or option D, oxymoron. Now you must know the meaning of all these literary devices. Very good. It is an example of alliteration. Mighty mansions, MM, golden gift, GG. Now coming to 35. The billy goat was a dash fellow. Option A, humble. Option B, deaf. Option C, wise. Or option D, wretched. Wretched means unhappy, unfortunate. So how was this billy goat? Incredible! The billy goat was a wise fellow. Number 36. The billy goat is a metaphor for dash. Option A, colonized Indians. Option B, colonized Britishers. Option C, the British Raj. Or option D, the freedom fighters. So who do these billy goat represent? It is a metaphor for what? Correct. The freedom fighters. The freedom fighters were wise. Now number 37. The golden gift of silence refers to dash. Option A, colonization. Option B, suppression. Option C, brutal violence. Option D, independence. Correct. It is independence. It is a precious gift, a golden gift. Now number 38. The poem was translated into English by dash. Because remember, it was written in the collection Abol Tabol, initially in Bengali. It was later translated into English. So who translated it? Option A, Professor Sukumar Ray. Option B, Professor Sukumar Choudhury. Option C, Professor Sukumar Choudhury. Or option D, Professor Sukumar Ray. Who translated it? Very good. Professor Sukumar Choudhury translated these poems into English. Number 39. Sukumar Ray used allegorical technique to escape the censorship of the dash. So why did he use this allegorical technique? Option A, British merchants. Option B, British poets. Option C, British press. And option D, British traders. So Ray wanted to escape the censorship of who? The merchants, poets, press, or the traders? Yes, because it is a piece of literature, that is why it is the British press, the ones who would publish his poems. Now the last question. You have done incredibly well, trust me, and I really appreciate the way you are studying. Now number 40. Abul Tabul is titled dash in English. What was the name of the collection that was translated into English? Option A, The Absurd and the Weird. Option B, The Weird and the Absurd. Option C, The Nonsense Poems. Or option D, The Nonsense Verse. Now this is the last one, so you have to get it correct. Very good. It was titled The Weird and the Absurd when translated into English. So you have excellently, incredibly answered all 40 questions. Now I want you to write your score in the comment section below, and if you want to look at the explanation, you can check the playlist. I have also prepared long answer solutions that you can check. And if you found this video to be useful, please subscribe to my channel. And until I come up with my next video, which is really going to be very soon, happy studying English. Ta-ta!